student Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. All right. There's also in the string family the viola and the cello, but we don't have those instruments this year. So we're going to go to the big string instrument. It's a giant violin that had too many hamburgers. All right. It's called a string bass. He's all the way back here. This is Christian, and he's going to demonstrate that for you. All right, thank you, Christian. You can hear how really low that is. Really low that is. All right. Next, we're going to move into the woodwind family. And we have two types of woodwinds. We have what's called double reeds and single reeds. So we're going to start with the double reed instruments. And this is William, and he's going to demonstrate the oboe for you. Thank you, Will. All right. Next, we're going to move over to it's basically kind of like a bigger type of oboe, like a bass oboe. It's called the bassoon. It's also a double reed instrument, and Sora is going to demonstrate the bassoon. Thank you, Sora. Next, we're going to move over to the flute. Okay? So, yes, we have Aaron here on the flute. Next, we're going to move into the single reed instruments, and we're going to start with the clarinet. And this is Abhinav. Thank you. Yeah, can you believe it? We have a bigger clarinet. It's called the bass clarinet. So, yeah, this is going to be Anderson. Anderson, could you hold it up for them so they can see the whole thing? Right? That is indeed a clarinet. It is not a saxophone. It is not a saxophone. All right. So he needs to sit down when he plays that. So go ahead, Anderson. All right. Now we're going to move on to a shinier instrument than the clarinet. We're going to move on to the saxophones. So we're going to start with Raymond, who's now, like the clarinet, we have different sizes of saxophones. So we're going to start with the smaller one we have called the alto saxophone.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So this is Raymond. Go ahead. Alright, now we're going to move over to a slightly bigger saxophone. This is called the tenor saxophone, and Renu is going to play it. Favorite instrument. Okay, this is really, I know. This is the instrument I play too. This is called a baritone sax. Okay, you kind of show them. All right, this is Sanji. Go for it. Thank you. Alright, next we're going to move on to the brass instruments. We're going to start with the trumpet. And this is Khonshu playing the trumpet. Here we go. Next, we're going to move on to an instrument that looks a lot like a nice, tasty pastry. It's called the French horn. And Himmershey's going to play that. Hold it up so they can see it. All right, go for it. Thank you. Now we're going to move over to an instrument that has no buttons on it. Okay, it's called a trombone, sometimes called a slide trombone. And Yang Yang, who I believe went here, right? Yes, Yang Yang is going to demonstrate the trombone for you. All right, thank you. Next, we're going to move on to the euphonium. The euphonium is also called the baritone horn. And Ian is going to play the euphonium. All right, can you hold it up so they can see it? Okay, Ian, go for it. People in the band, and that's the tuba player. So we demonstrate the tuba and the DJ. rather than demonstrate, there's too many of them. They have to learn to play about 20 different instruments. So they're gonna kind of demonstrate a bunch of them all at the same time. All right, you ready, percussion? Go for it.
1, 2, 3.
We have one final song for you.